Okay, another day, another series, man, and this one is called Tom's Arctic Notes. It's a series for Tom Bredesen. Very excited to do this one over here. It's a compendium of Nordic type songs, so from Finland, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, those type of regions. Super excited. So a lot of names over here that we've already reacted to in terms of artists, not songs, but we reacted to those artists. So this is going to be super cool, and Tom usually never disappoints. So I'm super excited for this series. Yeah, for those of you who want to know more about the custom series, I'm leaving a link down in the pinned comment. But let's get going with the first one. This one's called Fever Ray. Now this one is an artist I've never heard before, and the song is called "Keep the Streets Empty for Me." Man, let's get going. Let's start. Okay, firstly, I'm loving the sound of this, right? It does have that Nordic feel. It does have. I'm loving. I don't know what is that? Is that like? It sounds like a drum of sorts, but I'm not entirely sure of the instrument. I'd be lying if I even tried to guess over there. For me, so far, you can see by the video, and I can't exactly hear her perfectly, but it seems like it is a song about just struggles, man. You know, struggles, desperations on the street and trying to survive, and what people have to do to stay alive, man. A desperate man, a desperate woman is capable of many different things. And I kind of also feel like, to a certain degree, when you are in this sort of situation, when you are down and out and you are on the streets, right? You really do see the world in a very different light. Like, day to day, the survival is very different for someone like this and for someone like you. This is people that almost feel like it's completely hopeless, and every day is primal to a certain degree, where they've got to get what they can just for today. I've got a theory on the "Keep the Streets Empty for Me." I've been playing with that in my head for a little bit, but let's carry on, and then maybe I'll articulate that.
Morning, keep the streets empty for me. I'm laying down, eating snow. My fur is hot, my tongue is cold. On my bed, I'm spider web.
One thing I will say about this track, which is a little bit sad, is that the vocals are below the instrumentation, which is making it very difficult for me to hear. I'm hearing parts of it, right, where she literally said, "I'm eating snow. I'm sleeping in a bed of spider webs," right? That's who she's sharing her bed. So it really is a song about desperation. And the keeping the streets empty for me is, it's like, this is where I'll always be. Don't clutter these streets because this is basically my home, right? And it's almost, if I actually think about it in a different way, is kind of it being like selfless. It's like, if it means that nobody else is on these streets and it's just me, that's something I can live with, right? If it takes everybody else out of this suffering, and I have to suffer this alone, that's fine. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I'm happy that the streets stay empty, that I don't have to see anybody else suffer the things that I'm currently suffering, right? So that's my idea over there. But yeah, the vocals are below the instrumentation, because it is really a nice song. I just wish those vocals were a little bit higher. I love the synchronization of her hitting whatever it's on. Well, she might be having a trash can or something like that, but the stick, right? That's actually a really nice addition to that. And like I said, man, it's even if you, she did a great job. This song is actually from Sweden, by the way. So it's actually a Swedish artist. I actually need to mention that in all of these reactions because they are from different countries. But like I say, when you're at this level of poverty, it's primal. Right? It's what you can get for today, because you can't even think of tomorrow. You can't even think of next week, right? It's completely hopeless, and it's completely about trying to live to see another day, trying to be able to actually put food in your stomach today, right? So it's not something that, you know, most people, most certainly not most people that will be watching this video could even fathom going through.
Morning, keep the streets empty for me.
I like the way she disappeared into the darkness over there, where it's almost like she's saying, like, I've become the darkness, essentially. So it's like, I just drift into the shadows. The sun comes and I go out to try and do whatever I can to survive. And when the darkness comes, I basically become the darkness. I become forgotten. I'm invisible, right? It's actually very cool. Love the instrumentation in this. There's something calming about it, and I think that it was an intention to keep it calming. And it kind of like, it also gives you that it gives you that feel of like, it's how can I explain it? I'm trying to explain this. I'm trying to put this in my head together so that I can explain it correctly with regards to what the instrumentation gives me. It's like it's like this journey, but it's a journey of trying to survive. It's kind of survival type thing, right? It gives you that feeling of survival, right?
Morning, keep the streets empty. Morning, keep the streets Uncover our heads and reveal our
I like, actually, now that I'm thinking it over there, she says, morning keep the streets empty for me. So she does her living in the darkness. So when the rest of the world gets up and hustles and bustles, right? All she can hope is that, like, she said, her life that she lives, her reality comes in the dark. So she's hoping that is uninterrupted. This is her home now. So she hopes that whatever happens in this other world where people are living that have nothing, right? Hopefully when they go back to their homes and when they go back to their lives, at the very least, keep the streets empty for me, because at night, that becomes my home. I have nowhere else to go. So at the very least, if the streets, if whatever happens in the morning, if by the nighttime that gets cleared so that I have a home to go to. Because if not that, what else do I have? Right? That this is like literally bottom of the barrel type suffering. Do you know what I mean?
We were hungry before we were born. Uncover our heads and reveal our souls. We were hungry before we were born.
I really like that song. I just wish those vocals were a little bit louder. I wish they were above the beat as opposed to below the beat, because I thought the song was actually quite... The song's amazing. It's a really, really nice song. That's literally my only critique of it. But yeah, I don't know. That's my hypothesis. You let me know if I'm right or wrong. Tom, you'll probably be able to weigh in here. And yeah, that's about it. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.